Hi, everybody. Welcome to Dan on Sports. Well, the Super Bowl is at hand. The New England Patriots against the Seattle Seahawks. The Patriots are not going to win. I'm going with the Seahawks. And in my podcast with meteorologist Brad Field, the Brad Field Weather Podcast, and Brad is a big New England Patriots fan, we talk about the weather for the game and we talk about our picks for the game. So here's a slice of our conversation. For the entire Brad Field Weather Podcast, I invite you to go to bradfieldweather.com or subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Here we go. Brad and me talking weather and Super Bowl.
Well, Brad, before we get to the On the Weather Map segment, let's switch gears a little bit because I see you've got your Patriots sweatshirt on. Your Patriots are in the Super Bowl, about to play the Seattle Seahawks in the San Francisco area. So before we get to predictions, what's the game-like weather going to be?
Oh, okay. The game conditions, Dan, are nice. And, that should be fine for all of the athletes. Partly sunny at kickoff with the temperature between 60 and 65. So you got to remember it's 6:30 our time, but it's 3:30 their time in Santa Clara when it starts. So it'll be partly sunny. But as the sun goes down there, the temperature will drop through the 50s, as we get into the fourth quarter. But certainly what the Patriots have been playing in lately, this is going to seem like tropical conditions. And congratulations to head coach Mike Vrabel and to assistant coach Josh McDaniels for winning Coaches of the Year. And, Drake put up a great fight, but Matt's, that one was a coin flip.
I agree.
But I guess Matt Stafford won by one vote.
Well, he had one by one vote. He had 24 first-place votes, and Drake May had 23 first-place votes.
Dan, I wanted to ask you this. I saw that there were some guys that went through in the Hall of Fame class last night, like Adam Vinatieri was one of them. A guy named Craig was one of them. Is that the same voting that the Hall of Fame guys did with Belichick and Kraft?
Yes, that's the same. That's the same one. Yes. And the sense was, by the way, that because players, you mentioned Roger Craig, who played mostly with San Francisco and then with Minnesota a bit, that some of these players would probably not be on the ballot after this year. The sense was that's why some of these voters voted for them rather than Belichick and or Kraft, because you could only vote for 3 of the 5. And the voting system itself needs to be readdressed, but that's one of the reasons that Belichick and or Kraft did not get in, because you're only allowed 3 of 5. And a lot of the voters said, well, some of these players aren't going to be on the ballot after this year, and they're worthy of being elected to the Hall of Fame, whereas a Belichick will be on the ballot next year.
Yeah. Okay, I see. So all of those guys last night, it was the same litmus test as Belichick and Kraft. They had to get 80% of the vote.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. Yep. So,
well, thank you for that. And in that, I do not think it's probable. If you look at the teams, I think Seattle is far better. But I am going to predict the New England Patriots because it's the Cinderella story of the year. They're playing with house money. I mean, no one expects them to win. All the money is on Seattle for the betting and everything. So I'm going to go against the grain and just say that the fairy tale story continues, and somehow New England is going to find a way to win the game. It might be a turnover. It might be a pick six. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to predict the New England Patriots will finish the Cinderella season.
okay. Well, it has been a Cinderella season, but unfortunately, from where I sit, I think the clock is going to strike midnight before it strikes midnight.
And they'll turn into a pumpkin.
Yeah. I'm picking the Seattle Seahawks to win. And I'm not so sure it's going to be that close of a game. I believe that Seattle's defense is going to overpower the Patriots' offensive line. Remember, Drake May has been sacked 15 times in the playoffs, and I think that Seattle is going to win, and I believe they will cover. I think they're 4.5-point favorites, but I'm going with the Seahawks.
Yeah, my brain definitely tells me Seattle, but my heart and my gut tells me New England somehow in an upset. So I'm going to go with New England, see what happens.
Well, you should. I mean, you're a diehard Patriots fan.